really sorry to say goodbye to Michael. I guess it was about 5 years ago. Michael disappeared from the 12-step scene and sort of went off gambling, I think, and must have picked up. And he had a lot of experience on building sites, as far as I knew, in Sydney, and was a carpenter. I don't think he had tickets, but like, he certainly had heaps of experience, and he helped me build a sound room on the muso. And you know, we spent time daily. I'd go around to his place over in the north-eastern side of town. It was a Salvo's red shield house or unit, and it was a pretty rough place. He had a time there, you know, with all the tenants, and like, he lived a lot in, you know, on the streets. He identified with people, like on the streets. He identified with people's struggle, and I think Michael found it hard to leave that. Yeah, I think Michael saw himself as a victim, yeah, but I think he tried to help people a lot too, you know, and he did find it hard to move out of that too, you know. I think, and that's right. But a lot of problems, you know, like that dual diagnosis stuff is really hard, you know, addiction and mental health to move on from. And I think, you know, like, if I had the same set of problems, I don't know, yeah, where I'd be. So thanks, Michael.
Makes you stop and think, doesn't it? And what life's all about, and even what death is all about, because it's going to come to each one of us. You've got differing views of Michael. Anyone else want to say anything? Yeah. No?
Yeah, I'd like to say.
Yeah. You've got a lovely smile. It's attracting me. The smile, that is. Michael.
I'm a social worker. I work in the city. I've been working there for 30 years, and I was really fortunate to come across Michael. Michael had some issues with mental health, and he's one of the very few people that I've ever met in my life that had a real crack at overcoming his drug problems and yet not taking medication at the same time. And I met with him on a weekly basis for probably up to 2 years, and just in following up with regards to his involvement with NA groups, I've also met other people that he was able to influence in a real wonderful way. He had that. He's a true gentleman. I mean, Michael was one of the true gentlemen I've ever come across in 30 years of working in an industry that in many ways doesn't respect that and doesn't appreciate it. And I guess I wanted to say that because I felt very privileged to know Michael. And in fact, I only heard about his death this morning, and really felt compelled to come along here. I've been to about 3 funerals in my life with people that have drug-related problems, and I was very much compelled to come along here. So I just really wanted to give that aspect, that he was supportive of others. He understood that he had all these demons that went with it all, and I respect Michael as much as anybody else I've ever met in my life, to be honest. And so I just thought it was, I don't often speak at these sorts of things, but I really thought it was important to share that. I think because Michael never missed an appointment with me in 2 years dealing with his problems. And he assisted at least 2 or 3 others, as I said before, in that 12-step philosophy. And I doubt that he ever got anywhere near the 12th step. In fact, there was a few steps he didn't really agree with. He struggled with the 3rd step, for example, for some time. And I would just throw that out. We moved to step 4. So yeah, Michael, thank you. It was a pleasure to have known you. Cheers.